your spawn, still taking you out behind enemy lines. He makes it very, very tough here as we start towards the belt. And Cryo is going to get knocked down immediately. xenom as well here as MIBR start off very hot.
And that will always be the X factor for MIBR. Just aspas finding his groove early will instill a lot of confidence for the team on their best map so far this stage. That said, though, you have to keep an eye on this compositional change for 100 Thieves. Asuna stepping away from the get-go, playing an Omen this time around. They want to fight with aggression as well, staying in tandem, working as a group, but unfortunately both of them fall in the beginning.
Slow play with the wall going up. MIBR trying to find that quadrant to play in and just lights out 100 Thieves here for this first pistol round. Still patience from Kess. They're trying to consider if it goes the other way, and that's going to play into MIBR's favor. Aspas continues to rack them up here as they enter the site. Beautiful pings from the initiator utility, and MIBR is just starting to wipe 100 Thieves off of the map.
Yeah, that's the beauty of playing the Omen away from that get-go. You're adding the extra screen here on top of the toxic screen. You're forcing early util out, but thankfully, again, MIBR has that reckoning to clear out the site.
Aspas up high, switching back and forth, and it's going to be Kess dropping Aspas as he tries to go over a screen. Do they know where xenom is right now? If he can get some frags from the top side of this nest, and MIBR is able to clean up a bit of the site, but there's still a worry. It gets faded away as eeiu goes down. And this operator from Cryo is still going to approach into the site. Now that it's planted, does he stick? Does he stay? It might just be a backpedal here onto the A site.
Definitely will have to be a retreat. And now the Q is already for MIBR as well. MIBR to really go for a plant, play against a solo Zander Sheriff. Got some value from Kess before.
It's a tight spot for Zander to play. Stays sturdy even though he takes a shot, trying to hide in the smoke. They're going to consider he's there for a moment, but are they going to fully peek it? Yes, it will be artzin, but he loses the Phantom. It goes to no use there in the hands of Zander as Verno is very quick to clean it back up.
It's delayed enough, though. Everybody's rotated across. All delays coming out from the nanosource for Kess as well, but beautiful ping coming through.
Yeah, eeiu before he dies gets that dart off, and it helps the team start to clean up the site. Kess is there as well. This is why we saw the buys coming through for MIBR, not the Outlaws. It's because 100 Thieves can do this on their Thrifties, but Aspas is still Aspas. They're still going to hold the space, though. The first time that they've kind of held this. Good trade coming through, and the fight will pursue in this spot as Aspas still finds his targets. MIBR continue to clean up these quick, scrappy fights against 100 Thieves. How many more are they actually going to be taking for this position?
Cortezia potentially could catch one on the rotate, but looks like they're staying a little smart. I was going to say for Kess.
Got a haircut.
But he does cut the rotate onto Zander. You also have to commend how Aspas played the fight in that brawl of the smoke towards that A side. Now a 3-on-1 for MIBR. Kess caught from behind again.
Over for the 5v5.
Yeah. Maybe drone didn't see anybody in the back, but the reckoning will. So the pings will be coming up. Here's Aspas.
Up goes Aspas, down goes Asuna. He tries to find a second on Zander, but he gets the concussed kill as artzin tries to fire back. 100 Thieves start to wipe MIBR off the map. Really great positioning to start this one off, right outside the reckoning to attack back instantly.
Very good hold towards the end for 100 Thieves. Disrespecting the reckoning for the second time, but this time finding good value. And it starts with them being paranoid that we talked about, with Asuna switching out from that role from the get-go.
Exactly what 100 Thieves need right now to get under the skin of MIBR. And it's like they know.
Yeah.
This patience is incredible. The reckoning goes down. They're actually going to hear Cryo leaving now, so they know they made the right call. And they have full control of the site as they move in. Still, a few 100 Thieves members are on the back side. So you have this weird line of scrimmage that we still need to cross before we get the spike down.
There's not too much utility on the side of 100 Thieves to work with for the fight back. So it'll be a bloodbath once all of these smokes drop.
Yeah, it's going to be a surprise shooting show for somebody. They're going to get the ult down. Spike's finally going to get down on that right side as they can position for a defense. But 100 Thieves is going to be finding these sprays through the smoke right now.
Yeah, two of them. Pit still up, though, hiding all the way back towards jail. Aspas above the pit, looking back towards the rafter.
They're backing out, trying to find out where they're hiding. They do see a few just by that jail. It's kind of where the default hiding spot for a Viper is in this point.
Verno staying alive is important here. That's his dart. He doesn't have one left, but he has a recon that could maybe help if 100 Thieves want to go again for the second tap.
4 members of 100 Thieves about to enter into that pit. A few trying to get in. The health is low, and Verno's going to take advantage of that. Aspas fires onto one. Verno flying forward with the shorty, and Cryo has the world to fight now.
If I see a little bit of misplan, if they don't give this orb over to Verno for the plant, they could actually maximize the Hunter's Fury. So artzin's just going to go with the Cove to plant it.
Oh my gosh. Aspas somehow hitting that one, and now it's a game of cat and mouse just on the other side of the wall. As the Cove for safety, and Cortezia uses that bit of distraction to get a quick peek out. What can Cryo do? What can Asuna do? Oh, he draws Cortezia on the wall. And this shot from Cryo slightly opens up the sight, but the time is ticking down, and he still has to find 2 as the pressure just builds for him. Now he hopes one of them will give up a 1v1. And that's the one he looked for. That's what he was counting on, the second one! He is reading it, though. He's literally looking exactly where Cryo is on both of those shots and doing a little bit of damage. That was just actually the fuel going past, so Cryo's back to healthy as they get the plant down now, and 100 Thieves are going to set up this post-plant.
Still great movements from Aspas in the beginning, and great shots from Aspas to continue up.
Calibrating the last few. Still hiding behind yellow. I think 100 Thieves is really going to make MIBR work for this and get as close as possible before they spring the trap. Cortezia is going to be able to find a few, though. Wait, they start coming out behind the harbor wall. It forces 100 Thieves' hand here to try and figure out what was going on in the retake. And what was going on was everyone going down. My God, this is going to be terrifying here to just peek out. Oh, a little noisy there for a moment. Okay. They peek out. They're just kind of waiting for this. And 100 Thieves is going to climb the jungle gym that is the entry into a Icebox and say thank you very much.
Maybe just a curse of playing defensive side for both of these teams where you get first shot, you're just whiffing a few. Look at the HP remaining coming out of 100 Thieves after those 3 duels. A lot of them are pretty healthy despite a Stinger Bite and lesser weaponry against MIBR. And they're looking to convert here. They're forced by Cortezia looking for some damage and instantly denied by the Bulldog of Zander. And yeah, xenom's thinking differently. He's not going to try to force his hand either. That might be the Guardian needed for the next round.
Of the team, so MIBR has the call right, a push up towards B as well, and 100 Thieves is going to have to make this one count because they are getting locked in.
I don't like this right now, because eeiu was, yeah, I was going to say, I'll let the action go, and we'll see if 100 Thieves can convert this back.
Asuna helps. That's going to be a big shot. Zander finds one in Nest too. MIBR didn't really have a forward line there, so they're getting crept up on a little bit too much. Same side now, watch for Cortezia and Verno.
So the reason I didn't like it was they were forced to recon earlier on when the Owl drone came out from Verno. There was no util to get into the site, so they're waiting for that second cycle for the recon to re-hit towards A. This time it does get a ping.
30 seconds left here. It's going to be a tight fight going towards the back of A, and here, I'm going to hold that thought as 100 Thieves want to up the pace. They'll say, okay, we haven't really done this yet. We're getting close to game point for MIBR. Let's see how they react when we go fast. Right into the site. We hear the dash actually pass towards Snowman, so you know that's going to be Cryo trying to go fast. eeiu finds Cortezia. xenom falls at the same time as MIBR is forced to just limp over here with only 3 members.
Yeah, Cortezia felt like he was
to go forward, and we saw them get like it's only going to be artzin playing his life. They have Reckoning, an easy retake if they want here, and they will just continue to back up to try and stay alive.
Nano's only going to do a bit of chip damage here.
Oh, wow, Aspas is out there right now. Oh, and Kess is out of there. Oh my gosh, he was still swinging, right? That's what I saw?
Yeah.
Oh my word, so Aspas has full control, and what does this do again? 100 Thieves are gonna have to just press W. Reckoning goes down again, their hand is forced, and this is when they start to crumble. Asuna and Zander, though, making a great case for 100 Thieves to keep themselves in this round, and MIBR off of game point. But there's still the ace in the hole. There's still Aspas, as now they're forced to run back. This would be a huge round from Asuna. He has been showing up as of late, and this would be a huge moment.
Spike not planted for him. He wants to make them guess that he's playing backside. And really, thankfully, though, MIBR kind of separated for the retake.
So fast. How was he here already? Oh, and Asuna turns around the sixth sense for the third kill.
Has everything now for Asuna. Knows that the next rotate is from spawn.
Oh my God! And that's the impressive part, you know, to talk about it again. The rounds are still, as Asuna does that,
Redemption.
They're still tough for 100 Thieves to be getting down to one person, up to a 1v1 fight here. But they are still grabbing a few, and off that kill, the first blood for Asuna here, getting his fire back from that last round. Could be a little that gusto that the team needs.
Now a touch and go for 100 Thieves. In the mid-round, you still have util for eeiu. I was just about to mention, could start droning here towards this A side, kind of get a tell, and that might be the instant hit right after. Smoke's already coming in towards the screen.
The double push definitely gives 100 Thieves space here. MIBR have a long way to rotate around, but 100 Thieves have to be ready for that post plant. Cryo says it'll be easy enough with xenom down as well. And that's going to be a Viper's Pit.
Kess needed to put his alarm bot at some point. Even if Cryo falls here, at least he'll get information for the team. Oh, that came all the way back from spawn, so don't really know how many players are rotating and flanking. Kess with the first kill, though. Deep towards screens. You don't allow here cortezia to get...
They're looking to delay. They realized the rounds were a little bit easier when they were able to stop 100 Thieves for just a moment, but they crashed through the front door once again on A. 3 members again only here at A for MIBR.
Yeah, we're just trying to play full delay with the KJ util, allow the rotate to happen. Once it comes through, you have lockdown, pit. Yeah, you could slice up the map for the retake as well.
Good push back. The protocol getting into position for MIBR. And they are going to actually have a few to fight for towards this. That's going to be a tough one. Zander looking to get a kill before it goes off. Always a tough position to be in with that pressure on your shoulders. And now it rests on the rest of the members of 4v4 in a distance fight here for pretty much each one.
He's going to try to pit the front of 410.
Oh my gosh, MIBR. Right through the scopes, it's traded back. Can they get to defuse though? Eyes on it here by Kess. Has to get the reload in. It's not gonna be enough. Past half, they're trying to help each other now. Cortezia comes up with another frag. That's gonna be
weapon round now. Aspas dodges the drone, but the attack side, Hunter's Fury opens up the site.
Quick trade. Doesn't look like 100 Thieves wants too much more space, but it has been taken by Cortezia in mid. This is gonna be a real tough spot. At least one here, but he's going to see multiple, so it might be an indecisive shot that connects. No one. The spam almost goes through, but hits eeiu in the knees. Still quite a bit of damage here to keep him softened up. And they're going to be able to force the hand of 100 Thieves a bit with that pit.
You have to fast tempo. The pit already came out, so thankfully you waste that out on the A side, but you have to go for a tap for the spike. Maybe try to force out the Hunter's Fury right away, unless Verno wants to keep it. Nice
Beautiful combo from Verno. Just an alley-oop to himself there, but the spike does get planted. A very early, not early lockdown. I mean, it still works. You expect the team to be there, so they're already buying time for the spike planted, so early doesn't really matter in this case.
Kess with new responsibility. It now has to hold the spike with an op.
Oh, hello. There's an aspas meteor falling out of the sky for a moment. One more. They keep themselves in this Icebox matchup, and it looks like they're going to be able to get onto Verno for it.
An important round for MIBR, because this is a buy that if they lose, they don't have money to work with, and Cryo has the sixth sense. All of 100 Thieves are starting to activate on the second half. A slow start, but now it looks like they can't do any wrong.
It almost seems like these last timeouts for MIBR were a breather moment for 100 Thieves, so they could get themselves in the correct position.
Asuna almost had another one there. Now TPs for control and information for the side of the attack, as that will be the call for them to move forward. But losing Zander in the beginning, they don't have the wall to move forward, but thankfully, Asuna throws that smoke. It's delayed by a poison orb from MIBR. Now you have to trade out as much as you can when these smokes will dissipate.
Refreshed on that mid one towards Snowman. Oh, the spam comes through. They just go off of the timing and what might be a hot spot to shoot. High Tide comes through with the Reckoning going down, and this is going to be a sketchy fight as they all peek out from the wall, and really no flashes to be used in this situation. So it's about where your aim is and how fast you are each time.
And there's no counter for 100 Thieves. They have to push forward out of this, so MIBR is just waiting for them.
There's a spam, almost the second one controlled there, and artzin pushing down B as the A hit starts to come in straight towards U-Haul. Asuna starts him off. Cortezia trying to figure out where he might need to look right now. It's not going to be a gate crash back, so 100 Thieves have a lot of time with the MIBR members that are here on defense, and that isn't looking good for MIBR. Verno makes himself known, but cannot proceed any further into Lamps just yet. Cortezia trying to make a name for a round win here. And there's just a lot of time that 100 Thieves is buying here. artzin coming in with the Sheriff. This is what they were waiting for. Now they can start to crunch down on all these members. A few more of 100 Thieves fall as the spike now becomes an issue.
No util available for Verno. They have to double swing on this.
One haunt, the shots two. Crash it down with little to no knowledge that it's going to happen. Oh, missed by Asuna, so they don't have the upper hand there. He goes down to Aspas's nade, actually dumped into the corner, as it's a fast trade on both sides, leaving it even at 3. Verno says, give that advantage right back. Another kill for Verno inside the tub as he's pinched in. And the last few shots necessary.
Couldn't get on the top.
Yeah. Right over again. You see him have to hit the truck a little bit, but this is pretty much pistol round play here coming from 100 Thieves. And they keep cooking. Oh my gosh, okay. Asuna's getting a little flicky right now. This means it's gonna be good. And he could make it great with a few more shots. Just around the corner! Kess behind him. eeiu there as well.
Talk about a 100 Thieves sandwich right there. I mean, they closed in on that.
You see 100 Thieves going back to bind. Right flows really well between their multiple ways of attack too. Whether they're allowing you to stay and make mistakes, whether the stimmy's going down right away and they have to fend off an orbital strike, which they're probably really happy to see to start here.
And that's prep again. You're not getting yourself trapped towards the showers. This is a play that 100 Thieves likes to do with the C's orbital strike over on that side so that it gets to scale up towards short. Although they have lost artzin from a spray through the smoke, courtesy of Kess. Dog gets good info though. Does see 2 players there. Paint Shell's doing some damage onto Kess.
Okay. That shot gonna make him think twice about peeking from spawn there on defender side. And now Verno is still gonna try to whip out with aspas here. A drop from the top. xenom's able to waterfall in for a kill. With this line of scrimmage broken from this buy looks viable enough for MIBR too to string some of these 4 ults together. Some of those they can use for the round. Verno is not gonna have the Seekers on this one as he gets taken out. Trying to use that utils right through the doorway. 100 Thieves is punishing every step and move of MIBR right now.
Aspas has Showstopper though. He might want to try to use this one, but he gets seized. And that's Asuna actually getting info. What a pick by Cryo.
Crazy. They got people jumping across the screen. There's multiple things going on in front of Aspas, and he can't even find a target.
Jet Dash 2.0 basically on how Asuna satcheled across.
Jeez, the chaos 100 Thieves is creating right now. I'm not even, putting it on MIBR that they're making mistakes. It's just, what do you look at? What are you trying to find, right? It's so many things being thrown at you. The protocols are just hitting right now for 100 Thieves.
Cortezia, you saw that they tried to deny info with a pit a few ago. Judge around the corner. Oh, in the gut. Kess once again finding his groove as his Brimstone. That was his debut map, debut agent, 400 Thieves on this map, and he did an excellent job controlling U-Haul on the defense with Judge's rifles.
What we have here, but Cryo is going to open this up like a present for the rest of the 100 Thieves squad and let them know it is safe to enter A.
So we're doing 0 of that. We want to leverage our Showstopper for the retake after the plant. So a double flank, but look at the forward positioning from Kess already at the market.
And the beautiful plant by, what is that, Zander there? Making sure it doesn't get hit by any of the utility coming over from default hits. Kess is already watching the flank. They have an answer for everything MIBR is trying to do on defense.
Got it pinging towards short. It has to be a big 1v1 against Aspas and back of short A.
Okay, there's 2 kills they very much need to get back into this round, but Cryo still gives 100 Thieves 1 back. 3v3 at very, very low HP on the side of MIBR makes this near impossible as it's just xenom trying to tiptoe out before he's found, and he is by open. 100 Thieves can now pass go if they want to try to get into B, but it's going to be a teleport, and they're waiting. But they know. Asuna instantly turns around with everybody checking an angle outside the open door. Teleporter.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that was close. Aspas playing on the edge of death here as he keeps that position and may have a timing to get back. He waits for somebody, so that's going to give 100 Thieves the site. And now MIBR forced into the post plant.
Thankfully, Seekers, Paint Shells are still alive here for Aspas with 31 HP. That might be the win con. As the spike is now planted, everybody's getting set up. The re-heal onto artzin.
All right. Who's it going to find? Who's it going to muddle? Oh my gosh, cortezia coming up with 3. What a perfect spot to drop in the site, having full view of where the 100 Thieves defensive positions were, and they just have one more to seek out in Cryo. He puts himself in a good position. He puts himself in a great position, but Aspas is there. It takes a few, but they get enough for another round.
You would have imagined what the scenario could have been if Aspas actually... Odin once again for Kess, and change of pace though. We're already going with the dimensional drift inside the B site. Full commitment. The call out here from Asuna, sees him inside that cubby, flashes out, forces a TP away, and now an open sight. 400 Thieves to take.
All right, so we should see a strong protocol retake here from MIBR. Spawn has gotten there pretty quick as you see them cruising back through caves and trying to get to Fountain on that other side to lurk in.
The way that 100 Thieves plays, likes to work the group for elbow control, so the Prowler is finding that info.
Kess rolling forward. Nightfall's actually going to go towards Spawn, looking for the fight here. Cortezia falls, Cryo as well, as the 100 Thieves know they have to keep pushing forward here. They got to the site so fast, and they need to keep taking that space. It works out well and leaves xenom by himself, looking at every possible angle just to get a 100 Thieves member down.
Beautiful snake bite too. That also delays and dissipates the molly thrown by xenom, and he can't even tap the spike. There's util stall. You're winning on time here, so no 9-3 curse. 100 Thieves will end the half of Haven. But we talked about space being dictated this time on the MIBR side. A dodge to clear out space, fight soon towards U-Haul.
Oh, Kess did not expect that, but the kills start flowing in on both sides here. And MIBR, you gotta love the aggression. They're trying to back each other up, they're trying to get the kills. But Cryo just pies them in the face as they try to come out of lamps.
Yeah, definitely the first digit of the pie gets 3 kills.
Yeah. They're gonna back up for a moment here, reset, make sure there's no crazy flank, and then the attempt goes back in. Yeah, you still have Zander just considering, but they've also got MIBR on a pause too.
Exactly. The good news is it's a stop and go that you could still play here for MIBR, and it's both controllers that are still alive, so you could start selling sort of fakes if you can. Being in range here with xenom could maybe drop some sort of smoke towards his B side, but he's going to drop it towards triple at first. Not making any noise or moves yet.
30 seconds left.
That might force 100 Thieves here to over-rotate, but instead they're choosing to stay as a group. Good call so far.
One smoke there you can see. Oh. The spike goes forward. Oh my gosh! Just to get 100 Thieves shaken up a bit. Oh, well, they get shaken up on both sides real quick.
I like the slow pace, though, for MIBR. They actually waited out for both gate crashes to not be available for Cryo anymore and start activating across the map, so they traded off for a 1-for-1. 100 Thieves, after losing that one there, though, losing Asuna, they're still choosing to keep 3 players towards the A side because Zander still has full control of Octagon, and he hasn't heard anything since that battle.
30
Cryo's
seconds
made
left.
it over. Everyone's alerted to the damage. The util starts to pour in, and MIBR continue at the beginning of these rounds to get the best of 100 Thieves. It's what you need to see,
Planted.
especially coming into this one for MIBR. They have to carry a bit of them weapons into the next round, and Zander makes that next to impossible now, dropping Verno and Aspas.
I didn't get 2 of them there.
I have no idea. Trying to get the dog forward. Sees Asuna in sight. Who's gonna stop the show? Aspas gets a little blind there and tied up for a second. As they're gonna still back off though. They have the pressure, the TP's there, and they're gonna reset on this one as it got a little discombobulated.
Yeah, and now you get a lot of information from the dimensional drift. Going back towards the market, you'll see 2. But now we're back into the mid-round game. Everything is reset. So MIBR could slow it down again and start re-hitting. And that's exactly what they're doing. Creeping up here towards showers. 4 players grouped up here towards short A. No more smokes left for Kess. So there's less util for stall. Prowler even missed for information for EU.
Good turn. clone killed, but they're still able to connect a few more from the defensive side here. Cortezia still alive, has been a huge impact fragger in these moments. 20 seconds left in the round. Pit is there, but
with that Bucky. Asuna's now spotted to spot the second one. Counter util to stall. No value for artzin.
Dodge there. Asuna's figuring out where the next kill is, and he is going to hit Aspas right in the mouth with that rocket.
Rocket Arena. Both of them landing and flying, and he lands it onto Aspas.
Oh, Kess actually peeks out. He finally leaves that lamp area, and it's going to be a dangerous one. It puts 100 Thieves in a tight spot here to get back on defense. Cryo with the op in lamps, but he has the shorty for close protection.
2 HP left.
Through the Seeker, Verno's gonna live by the skin of his teeth for a moment, and now he's just trying to duck shots. Actually, almost gets hit by Asuna there. As everybody gets to take a breath here, they're gonna approach the pit and enter together. Is there a flash there for Cryo? No, there is not. They're just gonna have to do a multiple swing. The spray finds its target and Verno falls. Cortezia here in his pit. This is his house. How long can he keep it? See if there's any more in here. Really committing to know they have that shower control.
Easy kill to start.
Position on their defense. Little insert from Asuna here into the side. They get orbital strike back.
It's too late.
Look at the delay.
Now it's an opener.
Dashing in. Aspas gets a bounce into a kill, but 100 Thieves is just gonna bounce around MIBR on this one. It's not over yet, but just a few more kills brings 100 Thieves to that game point. They got a little bit more work to do. That spike acting like a third now for MIBR, for them to work around it. These possible kills. Verno's gonna snap to eeiu's face. xenom gets one, and now they know where Cryo is with the shot. xenom on the... Seeing the stimmy just on the side as well, so we realize that there's more people here. The blast back out, Aspas! He does it to Cryo at long. A flash comes through as well there for a little bit of an assistance. Nicely done to break that first B line. And now look, it's like they back and forth, the push and the pull. They get the ult out, and I'm sure MIBR is very happy to see this type of reaction.
The thing is they were able to take that pick off, but Verno couldn't really tempo up the rest of the team. Was forced to fall back and heal up his team. So I don't have any flashes for the next hit. It has to be Seekers to come through. So grouping up together, Seekers already coming out. Where's the hole for 100 Thieves? Passive towards the back of the A site.
Don't have mollies to get in a position to deny the plant. It's all about the post plant now. MIBR looking to tie the game up, and they convert now, trying to get to the 40. Oh my gosh! Where did Asuna is just gonna flex his muscles with this one. They will not allow him to find a target.
Where he's been so good satcheling in the past, not able to satchel forward to capitalize on a trap on that side. Re-hit with the orbital strike, he hits Kess, he's down!
They cooked him in lamps! They hit him with the microwave. It's not going to be accident, however, putting up the fight of his life here to bring it into overtime. Cortezia is going to have to carry the world on his shoulders for this final round. Just one more time to bring the team across the line. It's going to be a shorting in his face from eeiu, and it's not enough just yet. 10 seconds to go, and the spike is too far away. 100 Thieves bring us to overtime. 100 Thieves on the attacking side. And
it's fast.
They are going. They are going real fast. They're going to go for the fight right at the end of B long. And Verno gets a hat trick right off the bat. And they have Spike down too. They're going to go ahead and leave it and just allow 100 Thieves to get themselves in a tough spot.
Spike down, Seekers up. You could just give that up. Try to pull out the Seekers at 1 minute. He pulls it right away though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too bad because if you're looking at now, you're still quite close to the Seekers, so it's going to get maximum value. It spots both Cryo and Zander. And look at how we close that gap. Cortezia is already moving forward.
Yeah.
Cutting out all of these rotates. Even the TP!
Does he get it? He's pressured everything, and he does get Cryo. He gets the better of him after the TP. The right place, the right time with the right shots. And
it's a 5-man hit for MIBR. You are giving him a lot of respect here on the side of 100 Thieves. Playing all the way back towards that site.
Patience. They're waiting to use their util as well. They want to know the commit is there from MIBR. Oh, they just go to push through. artzin thinks that nobody's there. 100 Thieves get a good amount of kills real quick on this, and that is a cause for pause on the side of MIBR. Spike still in hand, and Aspas has the high ground.
The top fraggers for the side of MIBR, Aspas and Cortezia on a 2 versus 3.
It would be incredible if they could do this.
Putting their feet down into the sand as 100 Thieves are grouped up. Pain shells to guess out and flush out some players. Nobody towards Bents or Triple, but they don't have any scans and they have to retake with an op 2 on Cryo.
Aspas is going to get the first contact here. That's one. A second one coming through. Now they know they can play together on this, play off each other, and it's an operator. One of the toughest to go into the 2v1 with. He finds a Phantom at his feet. Enough bullets for the fight. Cryo to save the day here and bring it to another round of OT. Making noise, playing the bomb, playing the spike, bounces him off as he goes for half. It's going to be Cryo getting the shot.